Some of us have loved.
We want to be the people that make the difference in public education in North Carolina by bringing the voice of the classroom to the people who make those decisions.
Our goal is to use that strength and power, which comes from the number of members we have, to impact the decision-making process that directly affect public education.
Membership is even more important now during this economic crisis because, again, our power is in our numbers. Our strength is in the fact that we represent 65,000 teachers and education professionals, and our voice will be heard.
We know that we have about a $3 billion shortfall here in North Carolina. We know that somehow that's going to impact public education.
And the tension in the school, just from knowing that certain people will not be employed for next year. Why? Because of budget cuts.
A reduction in workforce means higher class sizes, which translates into less attention for individual students, which is also going to impact their education.
With increased class size comes increased discipline, classroom management. So there are a lot of things that will take place with that.
It's scary because there are people who are getting wrong information. There are people who are misunderstanding. And with NCAE, it's possible to find out the correct information.
Less than a month ago, the superintendent in Charlotte Mecklenburg announced that he was riffing between 1,200 and 1,500 educators. Now, that was before he even took into consideration what was going to be in the state's budget and what was coming down in the federal stimulus package. And on March 10th, 250 of our members rallied outside of the school board offices.
And it had an impact on the superintendent's decisions to cut positions in that area. I think he started out threatening with 1,500 positions will be lost, and now he went down to 600 after the rally. And then, because we have the ear of the governor who sent a letter down there, he then backed off of that, and now he's threatening no cuts at all.
I think the new governor has done a fantastic job of conveying that message to lawmakers that we're not going to stand for our number one priority, which is our students, which are our students. They're not going to be, cut or shortchanged.
I want to hold classroom teachers, as much as school personnel, as much as possible harmless, even in these terrible economic times. I want to continue to guarantee that they have a professional salary step so they can keep moving up in their career, their profession. And I want to continue to focus on numbers of kids in the class. We all know that we're competing around the globe, and North Carolina cannot raise class size as a way to balance their budget.
The more public school employees who become members of NCAE and support and help us with being that advocate and that voice for public education, then the more we're able to be sure that the public schools of North Carolina are indeed the schools that we want them to be.